everybody. How you doing?
Welcome to the Skein Scoop Podcast.
We're so happy you joined us. I'm Lori.
And I'm Justine.
And we're coming to you from Skein Yarn Shop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. And this is a knitting and crochet podcast. That's what we say every time, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a knitting podcast. And crochet sometimes.
Yes.
It's episode 39.
Oh, wow. You know what? I wouldn't have been able to say that. I wouldn't have remembered.
That's why I wrote it down. It's episode 39.
Look, I see what you did there.
Hi, welcome back. We had so many views in the last video. It's probably from our prize, so we'll talk about a prize in a minute.
Yes.
But thank you so much for all the comments that you left last time. If you left a comment, if you didn't and you're a first time watcher, welcome. Thank you for finding us somehow. If you want to subscribe and like and comment and hit the little bell to get notifications when we podcast, it helps us and we appreciate it. We had so many more comments than normal and I loved every one of them.
I know. That's what I was thinking about that today before we came in, that like the comments were just so nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just lovely. It really is.
Yeah. I think we should do another prize.
Well, so here's the thing. Funny you should mention that, because we are getting close to, it's so funny actually as I say this. So if anybody has, I'm sure many of the people here watch Needles at the Ready,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin and Ray on their podcast.
Yeah.
And I believe it was the last episode where Kevin was talking about the fact that they were nearing 20,000 subscribers, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We're nearing 1/10 of that. 2,000.
Help us get there.
Listen, so if we, I am willing to say right now, when we get to 2,000 subscribers, we will, I have to phrase it the correct way, right? We will give another prize away.
Yeah.
Even though those words are in there. Is it okay?
It's totally fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm a little paranoid.
I don't think we're getting hacked. Sorry.
Okay. One of these days I am actually going to spit my drink out.
I'm very funny. I don't know what to tell you.
I know. And gosh, you're so humble too.
I am pretty humble, guys. It's true.
So humble. So I'm really, I was just saying to you that I feel like it's been like a long time since we've done a podcast, even though you said it was 3 weeks, and this is after we were
bragging about how consistent we were. Well, you were away.
Yes, I was. I went to Florida. And I'm not going to do that again. I went to Florida where it was extremely, extremely hot. I went to see my parents, which was lovely. Mm-hmm. It's nice. I need to go down there more often because it's difficult for them to travel. So I loved spending time with them. It was very nice.
They're so cute.
They are cute.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I was for a week.
And then the kids had the day off yesterday. So we went to New York to see my mother-in-law.
Thank you, Judaism.
Thank you so much. I hope you had an easy fast. That's
We're not going to talk about that. Yes.
Thank you.
You're so good.
I actually told all the people. Oh, this is really funny. So
told all the people.
Because somebody said it was Happy New Year. And I was like, no, that was last weekend or the weekend before that.
In their defense, so this whole period between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur is like it's almost like Holy Week in Judaism.
I said this, and so I said to Harrison, I was telling Michael that you're supposed to say, I hope you have an easy fast.
Yes.
And Harrison was like, well, what does that mean? And I said, well, like, you're supposed to not eat anything, and you're supposed to just wish people that that's an easy time. And he goes, is Lori not going to eat anything on Monday? And I said, no. She said, I think she's going to eat something. And he goes, what's that mean for her? He was so worried that you were going to be like, kicked out of Judaism or something. I was like, no, I think it's okay.
It's a good thing.
Said she needs to for medical purposes. And he was like,
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Super concerned about your faith.
So glad my parents don't watch this podcast.
Are they fasting? I mean, you have to admit, like, at certain age, like, you can't not eat, right?
Well, so, again, good question, because there are, under certain conditions, you don't have to fast, for medical reasons. And I believe the elderly, sorry, Mom and Dad, I think you're in that group now. And so I don't know if my mom fasts, but my dad told me that he fasted, and he's 86.
Oh, my God.
And I was
good
like...
for him.
So this is actually pretty funny. So I'm on the phone with him last night, and he goes, and he has an aide 5 days a week, Dorette. Thank you, Dorette. And he said that Dorette had nothing to do because she wasn't preparing him food, because that's the way he lives his life from meal to meal.
Yeah,
and
me too.
And and so he's like, Dorette had nothing to do because she kept on saying, what do you want for this meal, Jay? And I would say, I'm fasting. And I'm like, Dad, you did not need to fast.
So is there a time frame and then you get to have a big dinner or a big breakfast?
Yes. So you're supposed to fast from, I love how this has turned into a religion.
The more you know.
Do.
Love it.
So you're supposed to fast from, Jewish holidays for some reason that I don't know, start at sundown the night before.
Okay.
And then they go until sundown the day of the holiday.
Got it.
And so you're supposed to have like a big meal the night before, and then break the fast with a big meal.
Nice. That sounds kind of nice.
So yeah, you know what? It is really nice. So I broke my fast
at lunchtime
last night. At my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's house. Oh. They always do break fast. And so it's always lovely because it's a lovely gathering of people.
And then that's what you know.
Okay,
we went to Jewish.
You're welcome.
We went to a German beer festival this weekend.
Nice.
In the rain.
Yeah. How was the beer?
It was whatever they put in a pitcher, and I drank it.
Okay. Are you a beer drinker?
I will drink beer. I prefer a martini.
Yes, specifically a French martini.
Yes, although I do like a pumpkin beer. I like a pumpkin beer. It's very basic of me.
Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, no, we it was so rainy. So it's von Steuben, General von Steuben. I don't know anything about them other than that they have a day in New York at Michael's.
Sounds like a German name.
Yep. And they usually have a parade, but it was rainy. All the kids went full in rain gear down all these bouncy houses and slides and stuff.
Fun.
Which was super fun until it wasn't, because they were soaking wet and then they were miserable.
Yeah.
And Harrison in particular, he really went all for it, and he was so soaked that when he was done, he was like, he was sopping wet. Like, you could have taken all of his clothes and wrung them out in tons of water. He was soaked, but he was helping little kids up the thing, and he was
so good.
He's so good with little kids.
He really is. But can I tell you, being in wet clothing is like a
miserable
thing. I really, really, really dislike it.
I'm also sometimes I forget about Ben and Harrison. I had extra socks for Charlotte, and I had a sweatshirt for her separate from what she was wearing. Why did I not get that for the boys? What's wrong with me? Ben, meanwhile, could have given, he did not care. Yeah. He was soaked and dirty and happy and eating a funnel cake. And
what could be bad?
Mm-mm.
Soaked and eating a funnel cake.
I mean, and then Charlotte was so happy because they had a German band with the accordion and the tuba, and she was just popping away.
God.
It was very fun, but it was
so cute.
It was cold, and
yeah.
It was time to get back. And then you know what we did?
What?
We put on the boys took showers, and Charlotte and I put on warm clothes, and we got into bed.
Oh, that's the best.
And she watched a movie, and I slept for 2 hours.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like heaven.
Afternoon nap. It was lovely.
It's almost worth being miserable.
It was so nice.
That's my favorite. I really dislike being out in the rain. I really dislike it. and the worst part like of my body that I hate to get wet is my feet. Mm-hmm. And so that I'm very cranky if that happens. But I love uh-oh.
That's okay. What do you love? Taking off your wet shoes and putting on dry socks?
No, I just love being in my house during...
I don't like anything to do with rain.
Yeah. No. I love being in my house, especially in the rain. Okay. Hi. We are podcasting.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Hi.
You could come this way and show your face. You don't have to, but you can.
Nice vest.
Are we going to edit it later?
I'll put a sensor over your face.
Oh my God.
Hi, Kev.
All right. So, all right, maybe next time go behind.
Yeah.
Yes, I will have to talk about that.
About bagels?
He brought all of my kids were home, which is awesome. And so we went out and we got bagels and muffins. So needless to say, there were way too many for the two of us to eat, except that I was looking forward to a muffin this morning.
Muffin?
Well, I'm trying to express my anger. I was looking forward to a muffin.
Muffin?
Yes.
Okay.
And I go to look.
Oh, they're right here, though. He was sharing.
Which is so nice, but wasted 15 minutes of my time because
looking for the muffins.
I stopped to get a muffin. Well, no, then I was looking for the muffins and the bagels.
I was going to say, it took you 15 minutes to find out the muffins weren't there.
No. It took me like
you had to go get a muffin.
But then I had to go get a muffin, and then I walk in.
And there's the muffins.
And there are the muffins and the bagels.
Freaking Kevin.
I know. He's so rude for being nice.
I know. Sometimes he brings donuts, and I get mad at him because I'm trying not to eat donuts. I'm like, seriously? Stop bringing donuts.
Yeah. You know what it is? What is it? Misery loves company. Not misery, but when you're being bad, you want everybody to be bad with you.
Yeah, totally. Or it makes you feel better about being bad because you brought donuts for all the other people.
There you go.
Okay. We got to get going with this knitting content here.
Ooh, we do.
Prizes. We do have 2 prizes to give away from last time. Oops, I said it.
It's okay.
So I'm going to pull 2 separate comments from the comments from the last video, and I will put the names of the winners on the screen. And if you're one of the winners, could you please contact us at, send us an email, Lori@skeinyarnshop.com, LORI@skeinyarnshop.com, and we will get your mailing address and ship out your prizes. So thank you guys all for commenting. It was really interesting how many people said that they heard about the shop or the podcast just through YouTube.
The algorithm. Yes.
So
yes, I loved that.
Do you know how that works? I sort of know something about it.
I know nothing about it. You know me.
The more like new subscribers that it gives them like a boost, and then it becomes more popular on like the recommended for you page. So the more people that subscribe, the more people will be recommended. So we appreciate it. We really, really do.
Yes, we do. We also appreciate a lot of people said that they found us through Kevin and Ray.
Yeah.
So, and we really appreciate that as well. Speaking of Kevin and Ray.
They were here this weekend and I missed them.
I know, and they were super sad to miss you. And I was sad that I had to leave like so early on, but at least I got to see them for a little while. And a bonus, Ray brought his mom, Marianne. She was lovely. So nice.
Sounds so nice.
Yeah. So they hung out for a little while.
Hi, guys.
And I know.
Hi, Ray's mom.
Oh, you'll meet her next time, I'm sure. She was so nice.
Oh, that's nice. All right, let's talk about what we're wearing.
I know.
Okay, go first. What? Laura, you have 2 sleeves.
Yes.
For a Rhinebeck sweater.
I have 2 sleeves. I finished. So I did have quite a bit of time to knit in Florida, which was lovely. And that is when I finished this.
It's so good.
So I'm not going to stand up because I don't want everybody to see my ends hanging out, but it will be blocked and the ends will not be there for Rhinebeck. And I don't have to only wear my sweater in the parking lot with a half done sleeve. So I'm so happy about that. And I loved making this sweater, mostly because the yarn is so good.
Yeah.
And this yarn should be arriving in the shop very, very soon. It is Beachy Breeze Fibers, Delta worsted. So what are you doing?
I just need that.
Oh, okay.
Thought I would take this opportunity to go to get a sock.
Okay. And for those of you who are just joining us and haven't seen me show this 5 gazillion times, this is the Sheep Camp Sweater by Native Knitter. And we decided to do kind of an extremely informal knit along.
The Skein Sheep along.
That's right. I should really
take a picture and use the hashtag.
Yes.
I'll do it later.
Good. Yes. Thank goodness. So
yeah.
What else do we want to say about? I just love it.
Delta worsted is so gorgeous. It is a non-superwash worsted wool. It is so soft you would have no clue that it is non-superwash. It doesn't feel like it at all. It feels like ridiculous. Sam read the label wrong.
Yes.
But she didn't. It's beautiful. Sam is amazing, and picking colors for her, like for what we're gonna get in the shop, was very
so
hard. Because there's literally not one of them is
literally.
It's really hard to determine which one is you just
want all
narrow
of them
down.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun box of a lot of yarn.
Yeah.
So
that'll be alive.
Keep a lookout on Instagram and Facebook for when that stuff comes in.
And I think it fits perfectly.
Awesome. It really does.
So,
it looks so good.
I'm so happy about it.
Are you worried about the length of it?
Not really. It's fine.
I think when you block it, it's going to grow. We can always just
yeah, it's not super short. It's just, it's just when it's perfect when I'm just like standing with my arms down. It's just if I lift my arms, I'm kind of self-conscious. But
just walk around like this.
Yeah.
Like a Barbie.
So that's what I am wearing. How about you?
I am wearing my Alpine Bloom by Caitlin Hunter.
It is so gorgeous.
Very good. I very much like it. It's so cute. This morning I had it on and I walked into Charlotte's room and pulled her out of her crib and she said, oh, I want that. And I was like, what?
I wonder where she learned that from.
Well, what's funny is Charlotte doesn't like knitted blankets. Any of my knitted blankets, she doesn't want to have anything to do with them. Ones I've knit for her. Knitted things that I have, like she doesn't like. The boys like to cuddle up with knitted things. She does not. So, but she kept going like this to me. I like this. I like this. And it's like,
no, why do you think that?
I mean,
it is
woolly.
It's
woollier than most of the blankets. I would never make a blanket.
It's certainly not scratchy, but it's woolly.
Scratchy. It's woolly. She likes the flower.
That's what I was going
I
with.
will tell you.
And the color of the color work.
That. So knitting this was very fun. The chart was really beautiful. I honestly think that this chart is the most stunning thing like ever. It's unbelievable. But when I blocked it, literally when I put it in the water and watched what happened to the Noro and the lawn, like it's ridiculous. It is so good. It looks so good on the camera. It's ridiculous.
It is stunning. Yeah, you can see the bumps in mine because I haven't blocked mine yet. But
so this, the colorwork color is Noro. I used less than 1 ball of it, even though it said I was going to need 2 balls. Mm-hmm. So there is 1 more pink ball in the shop. So if you wanted to make the sweater, there's 1 left.
And we will get more.
The charcoal gray is by Lannis Light, and I used 2 balls and like a little teeny tiny bit more. So it's like a really
charcoal.
Yes, of charcoal. A cost-effective sweater with,
and it's stunning.
It's so good.
I mean, it's really ridiculous how inexpensive it is.
I cannot wait to wear this all the time and have people be like, "You made that?" I love that.
You?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I wore my Oxa this weekend because it was chilly.
Gosh.
It was so nice. It was chilly and I was like snuggled in that
sweater weather.
I need to make another thing in yak. It's just ridiculous. Michael's aunt, who's a knitter, she went like this to me. I was like, it's yak. And she was like, it's yak?
I have something I'm knitting in yak. I just decided that I was going to make something in... I keep deciding that I'm going to make things in yak, and then I keep forgetting what it is that I have decided upon.
It's... There's something about the drape of that sweater that's so good.
Yeah. I can't decide. Worsted Boxy. The sweater that Deb made recently, the Harlow by Kadri.
Yeah.
But there was
wait
something
till you
else.
see the new thing that I cast on. I cast on 2 new sweaters. So I have 3 sweaters coming. How many sweaters is too many sweaters to bring to Rhinebeck?
Wait, to wear or to be working on?
To wear.
Well, that's up to you. How many do you want to carry with you?
I think I'm just going to keep changing.
So speaking of which, I mean, you're making a sheep camp too, and we will definitely be wearing them, but I think we will definitely be, if based on other times I've gone to Rhinebeck,
we'll have to be changing.
These will be going in a locker. We'll take our pictures and then
Saturday. We're gonna wear them on Saturday, yeah?
Yes, we're gonna wear them on Saturday and have a meetup on the hill, right?
Yeah. Guys, Rhinebeck is so soon.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
actually
excited.
A little bit paranoid about not finishing my sheep camp because I'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay.
I did finish a pair of socks.
Nice.
I can't remember what this yarn is, and I can't remember. Shannon gave this to me when she went to California. So this is a man's sock. That's why it doesn't fit on this blocker, but you get it.
But it's beautiful.
So I also don't remember this pattern. I'm really being a good podcaster right now.
This is so unlike you.
So it's like a knit 3 purl 1 rib, and then every other round is just a plain knit round. So it's quick and fun.
I really like it.
There are 2. I finished 2. I believe these are for Michael, but if he doesn't like them, then they'll be for David, who yelled at me this weekend about his lack of socks.
Jeez.
I was like, geez, if you yell, you don't get socks. You have to have good manners. So yeah, I finished another pair of socks. It made me feel really good that I finished another pair of socks.
So good. I started a pair of socks when I went to Florida. You want to know how much I have done? I have this much done of the toe, and they're toe-up socks.
I knit so much of one pair that I'll show you that Michael literally said, oh my God, you're almost done with that sock. And he never pays attention to like where I'm at in my projects. In fact, I cast on so many new sweaters this week that I finally looked at him and I'm like, do you not even notice that I'm knitting another sweater? And he was like, nope. Don't notice. One of our customers finished a Sophie shawl that we wanted to share with you today. It is what was that sound?
I don't know. It was like a whoosh.
It was a whoosh.
It was like a whoosh.
Our friend Judy,
yes,
knit up this interesting version of a Sophie shawl. So it's 3 colors.
Yeah.
It's using Dream in Color Classy,
which is technically worsted weight, but you can also use it for DK.
So she striped the green with this variegated and then used a solid purple in the end. It's very clever.
She did. I feel like we need to say that she got the idea from the Knitting Place, which is I am imagining a lovely store. I have never actually been to the shop, but the podcast is one of my favorites with Dinah and Pam.
Oh,
it's called the Knitting Place Podcast.
She blocked it and it smells delicious.
It sure does. And let's see what it looks like on. Even though I'm going to die from
exhaustion.
There we go.
So good.
Look at how good it is. I love it. Love it. Love this yarn.
Yeah.
Dream in Color Classy.
It's on sale.
Not anymore.
It's not on sale.
Was on sale. And
oh, that looks great.
what can I say?
It's so good. Judy's blocked out so good. She must have used a bigger needle than... I
feel like she said she used a 7.
It's good, though. Shh. Just kidding. Okay. Let's keep going.
Yes.
How many... I have 4 whips to show.
Oh my gosh. Just nailed you.
All right, I'm going to start with my sheep camp, okay?
Okay.
So I don't remember how much
Thank you, Judy.
Yes, thanks, Judy. I don't remember where I was last time. I don't think I made it very much further than where I was because I couldn't find my needle. I finished a ball of yarn and then I was like, oh, rather than keep going on the body, I'm going to do the sleeves and then I'm going to get back to the body. And then I just couldn't find the right needle. And then I was like,
I'm going to borrow Lori's.
So I'm going to take Lori's needle and then I want to do my sleeves. And I need to prioritize so that I get this bad boy done.
Or we could take a picture of you in the parking lot.
Not gonna happen.
I didn't think so.
This is also using Delta Worsted by Beachy Breeze fibers in the colorway Too Small for a Mouse and Justine's Pink, which we're also getting in the shop. It's so good.
Yay!
So good. I hope
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's so good.
That pink it's stupid. It's so good.
Yeah, it is really good.
I love it.
Yeah. We have a lot of sheep camps upstairs drying.
We sure do.
So yeah, I feel badly that I'm not further ahead.
You'll be fine.
But
I have plenty of time.
I knitted so many things this week. It's kind of insane.
She did. I feel like every day you were casting on something new.
I just wanted to, you know?
You know what?
Just really.
You don't need to explain. I love that for you.
I love it for me too.
All right.
Okay.
What next?
Should I show a sock?
Do you want me to show
my sweaters?
Do you want me to show?
Yeah.
Well, so not overly exciting, although it's good. It's still attached. This is how far I've gotten on my friend Jeremy's hat. It's 2x2 rib. It's a pattern called 2x2.
Clever.
So original. But so this is the yak and it's delicious. And this is going along rather quickly and would be done if it weren't for the fact that I had cast on something else.
Mm-hmm.
I also cast on something new, which was so exciting.
Mm.
And so that's how far I've gotten.
Okay. All right, I'll show my socks.
Okay.
Our friend Laura, sent me some yarn from Woolens and Nosh, and I've never used Woolens and Nosh before.
Me either.
It's 90% Targhee and 10% nylon. So it's a very
it's
woolly feeling, which means it's going to be very, very hard wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I cast this on the car ride, and I knit that this weekend.
Yes, I love it.
And so my brother-in-law, he was the one, he's like anytime in the wintertime, in the fall, and pretty much even in the summer, he's wearing my socks.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's very knit-worthy, but he was like, Justine, come on. I was like, okay, these are for you, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But they're beautiful. And yeah, I've never knit with this before. This orange is kind of crazy, right? It's so good.
Did the orange come with it? Was a set?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I feel like it's a little bit big, like for 64 stitches. It just felt kind of wide, which is great for a man's foot. So there you go. Right? Don't you think?
It does not look big to me. Does not look too wide.
Maybe it's just in comparison to, well, this one has that rib, so it's going to pull it in more.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You know?
That's the rib.
Yeah, maybe that's
I think
just
this
what
is
it was.
fine.
Absolutely. I found one of my yarn cozies.
Oh.
It's for a 50-gram cake.
Okay.
Okay. So I started that.
Yeah.
Love it. I also started 2 sweaters. Do you want to do a thing or do you want me to show my things?
No, you can show yours.
Okay, here's sweater number 1. This is the No Frills sweater by Petite Knit out of Hedgehog Fibre Tweety
Bliss.
in the colorway Bliss. And this is it.
Was the Bliss here for the last podcast?
Yeah, we showed all of the Tweety. So this is like a really fun pattern, although I feel like I have been doing these raglan increases forever and I'm nowhere near done yet. And I'm like, that it seems insane how long you do them for. Because in the picture it doesn't look like it's that deep of a raglan, but like I have to have like something like 91 stitches for the shoulder, and I'm not even at 70 yet. And I'm like, I'm gonna be doing this forever.
Nah. This is really, I love it.
It's so beautiful. The color is so fun. It is very mindless because, you know, you don't have to, I mean, I tell people all the time, a lot of people are paper pattern people who have a notebook and they, you know, you're doing increase, you do a plain knit, you do an increase, do a plain knit, and then they're like tally marking. And for me, that's less enjoyable because I don't want to have to bring that paper along with me. That. So I like to tell people to just try to figure out how to read your knitting so that you don't have to have that. But I understand that, you know, to each their own, and some people find that comforting, the act of like marking off that you did it or whatever. I like that I can pull this out, look and see, okay, I have done that row yet, okay, and then go. So that's pretty good. I mean, by the time I finish with all the raglan increases, there's going to be almost 500 stitches on the needles before I split first sleeves. So it is a lot. And so I just have to keep reminding myself, like, this is one that won't be done for Rhinebeck, but I think it's going to be incredibly cozy. It does have some short row shaping in the back. The pattern, some of Petite Knit's patterns can be overwhelmingly wordy to people. I think that this one is really, really well written and very clear. So if you haven't made a no frills, it's good. I think the pattern is really good.
And it's just because it is no frills, it's a great way to show off the yarn.
Exactly.
And it's kind of a mindless knit.
The speckles are so good.
They're really good. I find, to go back to what you were saying about the raglan stitches, you know, and I am the same as you. I don't mark it down. It's like I figure out where I am by counting stitches, you know, by, you know, if once I feel like I'm getting close, I count stitches. And then by also, you know, reading my work and knowing which row I'm on. I found that when I figured that out to be so freeing, like
definitely
from the paper and the clicking of the row counter, or so if you just know if it's a plain knit stitch or one, you know.
I think what I am gonna do is on this, so this is the back.
Yep.
And then in between these two markers is my sleeve. So I think I'm gonna count to like maybe 75 and put a marker. That way I don't have to keep counting every time.
Yep.
But overall, I'm super happy. I love when there's this little like blip of
light blue,
aqua. I just think aqua and pink are so cool. So yeah, this is very, very fun. And I envision like it's going to be an oversized. I have a lot of positive ease in it. It's like almost 10 inches of positive ease, which is going to
be like a sweatshirt.
So great to.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
I'm obsessed.
And why not?
Obsessed. So we have Tweety and Tweety, the original color, the Noir, the Bliss, and the Moonlight.
Moonlight.
The blue?
I believe so.
Is that what it's called?
And they just came out with a gray that looks gorgeous. It's called Haze. So I'll be getting that at some point. There's no way I am not getting that. Because gray is my color.
It's so good. It's really good. Okay. I have one more thing, but you show your sweater that you cast on with our new yarn.
So I am super excited about this, and I love this yarn. So we have new yarn by Isager. I believe that is how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's Isager. This is EcoSoft, and you might have heard of it because it's being used in a lot of patterns right now, and I just want to cast on everything in this yarn because it's gorgeous. It is 56% alpaca and 44% organic cotton. So it's got like that cotton core.
Yes, the core, and then the alpaca is inside the core and outside the core.
Yes. It is just, I mean, I can't.
All natural, undyed.
Right. Yarns. So there are very few colors in this yarn, and the next yarn I'm going to show you.
Just could sleep on it.
Hand wash. I think Ray bought some of this the other day. I'm curious to know what he's going to make out of it. I am making a longish cardigan called Edith. And I can't remember who did it, but
I'll put a picture in, and I always put the name of the designer in as well, so you don't have to worry about it.
This is a sweater that I saw our friend Gail making either 2 or 3 years ago when we were on our way to Vogue. And when I saw the pattern, I was like, that's it. That's the cardigan I've been looking for, because I've been looking for the perfect longish cardigan because I love longish cardigans. And
it's in your new tote bag, isn't it?
Oh, how convenient. It's in my new Skein Yarn Shop tote bag. Look at that.
These will be in the shop this week, guys.
I'm not sure about this week.
Next week, guys. Soon,
it
guys.
could be this week, but if not this week, then definitely next week. I love it. I love the black and white. We've had tote bags before. Oh, what a shock.
There we go. Let's just take a picture.
Oh.
Okay, great.
So we had tote bags before, which were lovely, but that was when we were just starting out, and so the budget was small.
They weren't as awesome.
Sturdy. They weren't quite as
sturdy. That's a good word.
Sturdy. They were lovely, and I still have mine and still use it. But this is a little more substantial.
Excellent word choice. Very good podcasting words.
With the black handles, and ours actually only have the logo on one side, but yours will have the logo on both sides.
I'm returning it.
So we have to think when we wear them about what we're showing. Oh my gosh, now I'm about to put it away.
Show them what's inside.
So that's secret knitting. Those are all the needles I took home because I wasn't sure what I would need. And this is the beginnings of the sweater. I'm sorry, it's not that exciting yet, but...
Oh my gosh, it's very exciting. I can't find mine of these.
You can't? Oh, I'm sure you will. Stop looking for them and you'll find them. So all I can tell you, like, it's kind of like a cloud, right?
Yeah.
It's really good. It's Aran wheat.
Do you think it'll pull? Do you think it'll like weigh down, or do you think it'll be light and floofy the whole time? Because it feels, I was worried it was going to be pulling, but it doesn't. It's so light.
It's very light, and I was concerned about this, but I thought I'm just going for it.
I'm excited for you for that, because sometimes you get too like bogged down with the what ifs, and I think that it's good for.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm. The body of it, is it in stockinette? But
so
then there's this,
yes,
like,
the body of it is in stockinette, but there's a 4.5 inch border on the bottom of 2x2 rib. But then, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. Is
this like the mistake rib?
It is. It is a mistake rib. That's gonna be the
collar.
The sides and the collar. And I love that you don't have to pick it up.
Well, I'm sad for me because I love picking up things. I would have done it happily.
Well, I would have done it. It's just not my favorite thing.
Oh my God, it's like one of my most favorite things to do is pick up stitches like that.
That's so funny. So the collar, and then, going up the sides.
Yeah.
The sides, not like these sides, but like the front. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word I was looking for. Is like this different, see? So that's a mistake rib.
Yeah.
And then this is just a 2x2 rib. And I'm like, I'm just not sure how I feel about it. I mean, I'm doing it.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just not sure how I feel about that choice of the designer. But no one asked me. So shockingly, no one asked my opinion.
I can't believe that they didn't contact you. Consult.
So all I can say is I love this yarn. And then a new pattern came out, and maybe I can impose upon you to put a picture of that in. It's called I believe it's called the Comfy Poncho, I think. Anyway, Justine will, what?
Justine will magically
Justine will
read my brain.
No.
Okay.
I have it. I have like a screenshot of it. So, but I am almost certainly, when I'm done with this, going to make that. Well, we'll see. Because God only knows how long this is going to take.
With this. Okay, yeah. I'm dying.
So this is the other Isager yarn that we got in. This is ridiculous.
I'm casting something on with this. It's going to happen. I don't even care.
Possible, it's softer than the other one.
In a whole different way. So this one is so floofy. Yes. And it gives that appearance. All these sweaters where you're holding yarns with the mohair or holding it with a suri or holding it with the cashmere or whatever, you don't have to because it's all here. You get that look. You get that halo. You get that fuzz. And it's so soft and economical.
Yes.
That's the right word.
Yes.
50 gram skein is $10.50. It's 133 yards.
Yeah, so good yardage.
Super cost affordable.
Right.
As well as in this case as well, this is
about
the exact same. You get 160 yards for 50 grams here, so it's more like a Sport DK.
Ooh.
Same, almost identical fiber content, 68% baby alpaca and 32% organic cotton. And it is in a chainette that is so good.
So this is the yarn that was used in the 2 original samples of the field sweater by Camilla Vod. And
it's so soft. It
doesn't
even make any sense. So Laura, our friend Laura, is making. She was having some reactions to alpaca, and so she got some of this because it's very soft. She said she's not having a problem with this at all. So
that's so good.
You're getting the warmth, but just like, oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm gonna make with this. These are my new favorite yarns.
They're gorgeous.
And I can't wait to get more because I'm going to get other bases of Isager. I have wanted it for a really, really long time. Their Alpaca 3, I think, is really popular. Interestingly enough, you're right. You don't need to hold anything else with this, but there are sweater patterns where they actually do hold something with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. You know what would be really good in that yarn?
Tell me.
What I'm going to show you right now.
Okay, great.
So we have currently for one more week a trunk show with Red Stag Fibre here at the store. And one of the bases that Josh sent is his Estate Aran, which is right here. 100% superwash merino wool. It is an Aran 181 yards per 100 gram skein. So I saw this color and immediately I was like, I want that.
But remember, she doesn't like brown.
I don't think this is brown. I think it's taupe.
Okay.
It's totally taupe.
Is it really just it is taupe. It is, I guess. But it's interesting to me that you vehemently don't like brown.
I don't like chocolate brown. I really don't like chocolate brown.
Well, that's different.
Okay. All right. So this is Aberdeenshire.
Aberdeenshire.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, somewhere in England.
It's somewhere far, far away from here. And this is the color that I picked. And I didn't even have a pattern in mind. I just said I have to have this. There were 7 skeins of it. And I said, I'm taking them. So I bought these 7 skeins, and then I went home that day and found a pattern. It's sweater number 23 by My Favorite Things. This pattern is so good. It is so good. It's fun. It's interesting. It is clever, and it's a really easy knit. Of course, I don't know where my ball is. I think I'm...
Oh, there it is.
So you start on the back panel, and you knit this like... Can you hold that side?
I sure can.
You knit like this section, and then you switch to the front and you pick up. You know, I like to pick up. So you pick up here, and then you knit this front section, and then you put it on hold, and then you pick up here, and you knit this section, and you connect them, and you knit some shaping, some armhole shaping.
So you pick up in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You pick up right in this,
that
like, back
seam.
Yeah. And then you add stitches in between and knit, knit, and knit. It's very, very fun.
It sounds fun.
It was really fun. And when I tell you that super easy, I mean, the hardest thing is picking up stitches, and that's not hard. It tells you exactly how many pick up, and I love that. It was so perfectly right. You know how sometimes it says like pick up 100, and you're like, how the heck am I going to pick up 100?
Right.
It was dead on with the number of stitches that you should have. It gives exact number of rows that you're repeating things, so it's not like knit until it's, you know, it says do this rows or this many inches, measure as you go, but mine was fine. I am not alternating skeins. I don't see any
need to.
I don't see any like
Nope.
difference really. I love the color. Now I'm in the rounds and I knit.
I love that for you.
And then it has you pick up for like a, what's that called? Drop shoulder?
Yeah.
For drop shoulder, which I've never done a drop shoulder sweater before. And then I'm going to pick up and do a cute little border. And then the one thing that I think I am going to change, the sleeves are very straight. I'm not certain if they have any decreasing or not, but the sleeve goes straight out, and then it has you change to like 2 needle sizes and then do a very long ribbed sleeve, which I will do, but it's almost like it's so baggy. Like it doesn't, not that I want it to be like tight around my wrist, but it's like loose, intentionally loose. And I think I would hate that because I often push my sleeves up.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do a little decreasing and
just make it more of a regular sleeve.
I mean, I definitely like the idea of having that really long ribbing on the sleeve. I just don't want it to be like loose there at all. So, but I highly, highly recommend this pattern. I think it is absolutely, it's really clever, but it, like I said, it's so well written. It's a really excellent pattern if you've never done anything like this before, a different kind of construction. I'm really excited about it. And I did another one.
Sounds like so much fun.
I did another one with a lot of ease. I'm almost done with my second ball, so I think I'm definitely going to have just plenty of yarn to make it as big as I want because I have 7 balls.
There you go.
I did pull over some of the other Aran colors that we have. This is close to Aberdeenshire, but it's not. This one's called Stone Path. We have a lot of this color in the shop, so if you're interested in doing this sweater, it's not on the website, but if you call, we can hook you up. I love this one. This was another color, obviously, that I was into. How do you think paid?
Oh, you know what? That could be Gaelic, and I'm not good.
And this is called
That's not my thing.
This is called Red Stag. So we do have others of sweater quantities of the Aran. It's really been
beautiful.
A beautiful yarn to work with, and I'm really, really loving it. So, but if you wanted to, you could easily make it in the EcoSoft.
Absolutely.
That would be just as lovely. I'm really into this pattern, you guys. I think it's really great. So
I have wanted to make one of her like one of her sweaters for the longest time.
I wouldn't call this brown. Would you? Is it brown?
It's brown-ish. I feel like
It's definitely...
No, I mean...
I should have been clearer. I don't like poop brown or chocolate brown.
Okay.
Okay?
I accept that.
Okay. This, I like it a lot.
No, it's a beautiful color.
I think that... I made a big mess here somehow. I think that it's... This pattern, I just can't say enough good things about the pattern. I think it's really fantastic. So I think everybody should make it.
And so everybody shall, because that's just the way it goes with you.
I hope
All right.
everybody does.
We gotta move it along.
Okay, sorry. Can you tell me the date of this again?
Oh.
Can we write that down? So this is happening, okay.
We're having like a trunk show night or a special night where we're focusing on Berroco Ultra Alpaca, which is one of our favorite yarns around here. And it is October 4th. So it's next Wednesday evening. Haven't set the times yet. But so if you're local, please come, because Andra, whom we loved from Berroco, will be here with I think she said 4 of her favorite sweaters. And
I could bring my Felix in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I wish I had Sam's... My daughter knit the flax in it. That was her first sweater, and which she still wears all the time. So that's what's happening, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. We will be having Ultra Alpaca night, and we will have like almost every color of Ultra Alpaca here in sweater quantities. So, and it'll just be fun. We'll have some kind of fun refreshments.
Ultra Alpaca is worsted weight.
Yes.
Perfect fall sweater weather.
It's 50% alpaca, 50% wool. And it's been one of Berroco's best sellers for years. Let me go grab a few skeins. I won't get the brown color. But it comes in like every color under the sun.
Oh, my sister made her Felix out
In
of
that?
this color. Grapefruit, right?
Yep, I think she did.
Yeah.
I think she did.
Grapefruit mix.
This is Caribbean mix. It's really beautiful stuff.
I love that color.
Pink berry mix. The colors, I mean, people are just attracted to this yarn when they come into the shop. Here is this mochi? No, winter white. Are you okay? What did you just do?
Nothing. I'm not going to tell you. It's embarrassing.
Okay.
Stab my own finger with the pen.
Well, that can happen sometimes. I'm sorry you did that. Irwin green mix. That's one of my favorites, of course. What was this? Hops.
I honestly, there's just not a bad one.
No,
there's so many colors.
And
what a pretty little bouquet
great.
That is.
Oh,
that's so pretty.
So lovely. So it's $14 for 100 grams or 219. Yep, 219 yards. And Debbie Gilchrist made her Harlow in this.
Look on Skein Yarn Shop's Instagram and scroll down a little bit and see it. It's stunning. Really beautiful.
Really good. So we are very, very excited about this. So I hope you can make it.
Alpaca is a word that I struggle to spell.
Really?
I always think there should be 2 C's.
Interesting. Look at all these neutrals though. Like I love these. And like even this gray. Is this salt and pepper? Yep. Oh, gosh, I'm good. Just ask me.
It's real good. I'm rubbing off. Look at those 3.
You are rubbing off at me.
This would make a really pretty color work sweater.
Ugh.
A neutral color work sweater with like a pop of like yellow.
It is pink. So lovely. Denim mix. This is a really popular color.
So we're going to have Ultra Alpaca night, lots of options, and all of that yarn is going to be shoved in those cubbies. I have a little bit of moving around to do, I think.
Yep.
I foresee
it's
that.
all coming today.
I foresee a little bit of that. Okay, in addition, so the trunk show, we already said that's going on with Red Stag until the 30th. So if you're interested and you're not local, you can always call and we can shop.
Yep. Facebook.
The Isager, the Eco Baby and Eco Soft that we showed. Let's go with that last, okay?
Okay.
We have the totes are coming in, but we also do have Skein Yarn Shop mugs.
I love this mug. It's so good. And it's on both sides.
It's so cute. So good. So the mugs are available now. You might have seen our pom-pom wall.
On Instagram.
But we have a million pom-poms, it feels like.
Sure does.
In the shop. Look at them.
Oh,
They're so good.
and they're online and with pictures and colors, so
Yep. So,
go for it.
oh my god, this is so good.
This is still my favorite.
I know, I can't help but pull that one.
I know.
There's so many shades of blue back there too, which are awesome because like from dark to more muted to bright.
Look how cool that looks.
I know. I love them. As well as
Neutrals,
some great
neutrals.
neutrally more natural looking pom-poms. Gorgeous.
We're gonna put together kits, hat kits. That's what I've decided.
Okay.
We are. Don't make that face at
For
me.
what hat?
I think it's called the New Leaf hat, because I'm going to be casting that on before the next podcast.
Well, I think I'm going to have to make Charlotte a hat using this motif, which there is a hat pattern, the Alpine Bloom hat pattern, but I'm not sure if it goes down for, she doesn't have quite as big a head as her brothers, but she does have a big head. Anyway, mugs and totes, pom-poms, and then our resident bag maker, Judy, dropped off some beauties. So we have a few of her...
These are great.
Smaller zipped bags, which are 42. Is that right?
I believe so.
Look at this one. The big one of this already sold, so the little one of this might be sold today.
You think?
I'm obsessed. The little cactuses on the alpaca's backs are so cute.
I love this one.
Judy always puts a little tassel on her bags, and look at the inside. The fabric is so good. What is that? I don't know, but we're not open. And then we have also the big ones. Do you want to go talk to the lady?
Okay.
We also have these big totes from Judy. Same thing, lined inside with interfacing handle and a zipper pull with a tassel. And lastly, the last thing that we just got into the shop that we want to share is the newest colors that Madelinetosh has made with Barker wool for assigned pooling. So we now have 10 colorways, 4 that we already had, and then a bunch of new ones. We'll go through these really quickly, and then Lori has exciting news about them. So this is comic book art.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones, I think. This one is Tender Playfulness.
I'd like to meet the person who named these.
This one is
Everyday Objects.
Oh, this is a good one too. Seated Ballerina. This'll, very clever. This'll be interesting.
I like how you have to go,
This'll. Yeah, you have to say it that way. This'll be interesting.
Marilyn.
Paper cuts.
I like this one.
Yeah. I love this one too.
Yeah.
Flora on Sand. Ooh, so good.
Yeah.
This one.
Daughter of the Fields. Are these references that I just don't understand?
I don't understand a lot of them either. So
okay. And I can't say that one, so.
This is either Guernica or Guernica. I could be wrong about both of those pronunciations.
Oh, okay.
But it's the name of a Picasso painting that you definitely know. Everybody knows this painting. And actually, this is, I love it, right on the dot.
Yep.
I love how they wait until
it's
10
o'clock
on the dot.
Yep.
Because I actually don't wait, because my thought is there are people there. I'm calling.
Yeah.
So this is, I think this is actually my favorite color of all of them.
It is really, really pretty. Okay, so tell us about the exciting news about
The
this.
exciting news is that Jake from Is This Ken Yarn on Instagram, and our friend and now one of our regular teachers here is going to be doing an assigned pooling class, which he's wanted to do for a long time, and we have wanted him to do for a long time.
And you guys, once Jake's classes get posted, they get filled up.
Yes.
He's a fantastic teacher. We will for sure be doing another crocheting class with him. They're all incredibly well received, but just be aware, when his classes get posted, they get sold out. So
if you want it
and you're
sign
interested,
up quickly.
If you've been wanting to do assigned pooling but you want a little bit of hand holding, he's your guy.
Yeah, because it's going to be, I think it's going to be just a one-off, like a one-session class.
Which is all you need. I mean,
yeah.
assigned pooling is really, it can be sort of intimidating because there is a new thing that you have to learn, but it's so fun, and it is very meditative because it's the same thing. Almost all the patterns that I've seen anyway are just keep doing it in this manner. When you get to this pop of color, do the special stitch, and then keep going. And I think that's what makes it really fun. So,
and we're doing a new 2 skein shawl that just came out. So a lot of these shawls have been 3 skeins, but and I want to say the name of this shawl is Glide, but I could be wrong. But keep an eye out because newsletter will be going out very shortly, and also we'll be posting it on Instagram.
All right, I think that's it. Remember, if you're not subscribed,
The prize.
I already did.
Oh, you did?
We talked about it at the beginning.
Oh, I thought you were going to do it.
No, I'm going to flash their names on the screen.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because otherwise we have to, no, this is the plan.
Okay. All right.
If you win the prize and your name was on the screen.
We're in sync.
Lori at skainyarnshop.com.
Right. Right.
Okay.
No, I remember you doing that, but I had something else in my brain.
That's okay.
All right.
Uh-oh.
We got to go.
UPS just drove by.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, I hope everybody has an awesome day. Happy Tuesday.
Another episode 39
Episode
in
39.
the books.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, share. It really helps us. We really, really appreciate it.
And when you do see us at Rhinebeck, please come and say hi so you can get a Skein Yarn Shop sticker.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We'll talk about that next
Yeah.
time.
We've got another podcast, at least a few more before Rhinebeck, right? At least 2.
I don't know about that, lady.
What's the date?
The 26th.
Well, definitely at least one more.
At least one.
All right.
There's a line.
Gotta go. Bye.